And our grand entry is coming in from right now. They're coming in from the southern door here, southern gym door. Dr. Scopius, the director there. Sis Carl Quinn will be carrying the Wapahan. Our Indigenous language, Masters of Indigenous Languages. I want to say director, I'm going to say our manager, lead, will be carrying in the Ngutto Siktabama to Vipasschagan, that's what I call it. I know there's a different word. The Treaty 6 flag. So once we get word here, we're going to Kamatsita, no. And Peggy says, Matsitag, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 grads. Suwas Katawasin, beautiful, beautiful. Always start off in beautiful grand entry. So now we're going to move on to the next portion, which is our pipe ceremony. Again, you're being asked to be respectful during this time. Not much talking going on, please. If you need to talk, please go maybe outside. And also, men sit to the right of Leo, and women sit to the left of Mitsagos, Florence Quinn. And also, no recording, no pictures, please, during this portion of the ceremony.
Me Tapwe mana kape puat semoyek, kape ne meitoyek, hotane kamoyek, haya heya, ayawe hayawe, hayawe haya heya haya hayo. Tapwe mana kape puat semoyek, kape ne meitoyek, hotane kamoyek, haya heya, ayawe hayawe, hayawe haya heya hayo. Tapwe mana kape puat semoyek, kape ne meitoyek, hotane kamoyek, haya heya, ayawe hayawe, hayawe haya heya hayo. Tapwe mana kape puat semoyek, kape ne meitoyek, hotane kamoyek, haya heya, ayawe hayawe, hayawe haya heya hayo. Tapwe mana kape puat semoyek, kape ne meitoyek, hotane kamoyek, haya heya, ayawe hayawe, hayawe haya heya hayo. Tapwe mana kape puat semoyek, kape ne meitoyek, hotane kamoyek, haya heya, ayawe hayawe, hayawe haya heya hayo. Tapwe mana kape puat semoyek, kape ne meitoyek, hotane kamoyek, haya heya, ayawe hayawe, hayawe haya heya hayo.
Winakman taiktuan. The old word for thank you in our language, winakuma. Thank you for our elders, for our pipe carriers. This is part of what we started a few years back. Instead of doing the traditional way we've done our convocations, our graduations, we're doing it more in an Inu style of celebrating. Always starting off, always remembering the actual ceremony itself, the Inu ceremony, Inuak ceremony that we've done since time immemorial, I guess I'll say, since we've been on this land that we call Kagana Tahaski. And it's always a great way to start. 150 years ago, our leadership, our elders, also started. Before treaty discussions happened, they did the same thing. That's something that the white leadership there at that time didn't quite understand. They called it pomp. But for us, it was recognizing that, we come from the spirit world, we come from the spirit realm, and we call upon those that are in the spirit world to come and help us. And again, we've asked for that again today. And to carry these people that are going to finish and carry on in their communities, in their homes, in their lands, and wherever they find themselves in the near future. Today is the, I'm not going to butcher the Dene Sotene, so I won't bother saying it. Maybe I'll get it. Maybe Agnes will say it a little later. But I do read and write in SRO and also Tagapingana. Mstek is tita gon kip matsuhun no. Mstek is tita kistita gon kip matsuhun no. That Mr. means lots, kistita gon honored. It's kind of like our journey, our life, the way we become part of our culture, part of who we are as Denny Sutini, who also started off our grand entry. Round of applause for our Denny Sutini drummers. And you may not have heard it when they were actually drumming, but we kind of do back and forth between the two. We recognize, we have two nations here, two different distinct nations, Nihiog and Dene Sutini, our Cold Lake brothers and sisters. And I always mentioned to Marilyn here when I first started, we need to do a Dene language program. We also need to recognize our Dene brothers and sisters. They need to make their languages vibrant and strong as well. So I'm just going to wait for our president to make her way up to the stage here. She's one of the starting people. I got our Senate member, we got our board member. I know our Sad Lake leadership was going to give board member was going to give a speech here. I don't know if he's still here or not. But he said he had to duck out by 2 o'clock. He's going to do a speech. Good. We're going to call upon our Dene Sutini language instructor or lead, Jessie Sylvester. She'll do us again. We're honoring our Dene Sutini this year. It's because behind every tree you find a Cree. We're predominantly Cree here, Nihiog, as I like to say, but we're honoring our Dene Sutini language here.
Masi Salotini. Sorry. So this is I'll do a prayer song, and it comes from my nation, the Buffalo River Dene Nation. In Dene we call it Ejere Dezeche, and I'm not using the rattle nor the drum, so here we go. No tayak oth, nano hishnai. No tayak oth, nano hishnai. Weya heya, weya heyo. Weya heyo, weya heyo. No tzia esa nano hishnai setsi esa nano hishnai weya heya weya heyo weya heyo weya heyo setsune tedeza nano hishnai setsune tedeza nano hishnai weya heya weya heyo weya heyo weya heyo ai hai masicho.
Thank you so much there, Jesse Sylvester. You know, part of being a leadership is, there was a word I heard here not too long ago. You kind of calm the people down, and that's what leadership is really. A good leader does that. And I find that this person that I'm going to call up next she has those qualities. She has gesticto, she has honor, respect, and also she's kind, she's a kind person. So I'm going to call up our president, Sherry Chisholm.
Hi, Wayne, for that very generous introduction. Unexpected. Kitam skat noal kakyo and larote. I am so honored to stand here today to welcome all of you to our 2026 graduation, honoring our journey at University Nuchalotine Taiots in Nistame Maganak, Blue Quills. And what a journey it's been. 56 years ago, our ancestors sat in this gymnasium in ceremony, which to me is why it's so important that we have that pipe ceremony as part of our graduation. That we remember who we are, because it's places like these Indian residential schools that tried to take that from us. And it's up to each and every one of us to recover and reclaim that, to honor our ancestors and to honor those future generations so we have something to give to them. I think about the people who were part of that takeover and part of that delegation that went to Ottawa when the government was resisting and the church was resisting. And through prayer and ceremony, our people prevailed. And now we have a university. I don't think anybody thought we could do that then, but here we are. And it's that board that sits there that had that vision that inspires me today, and I hope it inspires all of us. I hope it inspired all these beautiful grads. Look at them. Aren't they amazing? Let's also acknowledge the hard work that it took for all of them to be able to get here today, but to acknowledge all of you who were part of their journey, because they could not have done this alone. It took the help of their children, their parents, their grandparents, their siblings, their cousins, everybody. It takes a whole nation to achieve what is happening here today. So I want to thank you all for your presence, for being here to celebrate our graduates and to celebrate our university and to celebrate our future. Ai hai ki tamihino au.
Hey, winakoma. Miasin. You know, when I was 25 years old, I'd still trying to figure out my life and not really knowing which direction it was taking. And yet, our neighboring community here in East Swapunik Lake has a person in leadership who's 25. So I'm going to introduce him. He's been following him around everywhere I go. I turn and there he is. I'm going to introduce our board member, Kenton Cardinal.
Gakio kete tamskat now on a teote. Unyeganeo Kenton Cardinal unitskapone. It's a beautiful day, and it's such an honor to be before you all here today. I want to welcome you, the families, the friends, the dignitaries, special guests. I also want to really acknowledge our staff, our faculty, and most importantly, our students. Today is about you. Today is about recognizing your hard work, your commitment, and your determination to Nehiel education. I also want to acknowledge that, 150 years ago, Treaty 6 was signed. And today, this year, we commemorate that. In Saddle Lake today, we are doing our celebrations. We're doing our Treaty 6 reenactment tonight. But I want to acknowledge you, the students, for following in the footsteps, for following in the dreams of your ancestors, to utilize the medicine chest, to utilize your education, to pursue a better life. You're all leaders here in this room, no matter what you do. We're all public servants. We're all teachers, and we're all learners. But together, we could do anything. We could reclaim a former Indian residential school and make it into one of the first First Nations universities in all of Canada. We could pursue an education we could break cycles, and we could make happy, healthy homes. So today, we honor our students for doing that, breaking cycles, getting out there, making a difference. Hai hai kananaskum tinowa, exe. Congratulations, class.
You had something written here, but you said you didn't even need a speech. You just did all ad lib. Meow, hi, Kenton. Proud of our young people that are actually in leadership and it can function in those roles, because I know those are hard roles in our communities. Without further ado, I want to invite up our senator. I get brain lapses sometimes. Agnes Gendron, she sat in our Senate. Some of our other senators are here today. So do you want the mic or do you want to come stand up here?
Yadari Masi Benil than St. John Honsonoha Horelion Nukat Diri Horeda Nakela Melanelti Dane Respect Alieha had downish nauta Masi Benil than St. Kuja Horelion Detesti Dane Gode A betty quite jana and Danny sunset quite down long. John, Yanising, the dial I ran 9 day, city, John neither the Nanaka. Uta Marcia Marcy Benil dancing, and not only where you honk in day, Lord Ajanuka, University Choho, and now children is not in a better. Narat Cernik Allah Noha Den Noha Nargal Ye the Cherquay Notsunekui Hoyet Amasi Benildansi John Yaha and Equi shoots Unquibe Da than a healthy Da Senate Hulie John Deathly Ardana didn't have always Niha. Uta eridinity obehethi dani. Udamasi amasi hobenestan sinjang. Siti danakati dai. I want to acknowledge the Creator for giving us a beautiful day for this graduation. Over 2,000 graduates here that earned their certificates today. All the teachers, everybody that helped them to get where they are today, I acknowledge all of them. I acknowledge all our grandmothers and grandfathers that were here, that were grandparents, dads, moms of the young people that are sitting here that suffered during the time that the residential school was here, and I was one of them. And I acknowledge the grandmothers and grandfathers that took over the school and made it what it is today. And I congratulate all the teachers and all the Senate, everybody that looked after this place to make it a possibility that we can do whatever we want in our own land, and we don't need anybody to tell us what to do. And they've been telling us for how many years? 150 years? That we're still here. We still know how to wash our faces. And that. So they, we're not stupid. We're a bunch of very smart people. And we cannot allow other people from other countries to tell us how to live our lives. Masi amasi.
Thank you, Senator Gendron. Those are really good words to live by. And also a reminder, these were languages that were heard prior to any English. Today we make English the dominant language, but these were languages and we really need to uplift them and revitalize them, make them, eventually we could maybe do all this whole ceremony in our languages. And the people understand it, but that's conversation 50 years down the road. Next on our schedule is the student addresses. I will invite Ray Ann Blood. After her will be Kendrick Rain.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to start off by thanking our elders for lifting us in prayer and lifting the pipe and starting us off with ceremony. Thank you to our MC and Sherry, Board of Governors and Senate for their beautiful speeches before me. And before I start, I just want to say that we made a lot of sacrifices as graduates and survived brutal odds, and still we all managed to show up looking fabulous. You're all beautiful. It's an honor to be able to be the student address today. I honestly can't believe that I got a degree without ChatGPT. First and foremost, I want to thank Creator for this beautiful day and acknowledge Mother Earth and our ancestors that were here before us. And I want to thank me for being me. Just kidding, that's Snoop. But in all seriousness, Rayan blood nitsikasan meteo sagega nuchunia egwa meteo sagega niwigan. Kita tomskat nawao egwa. That's all the Cree I know. Just kidding. But I have a message to my fellow classmates and all the other graduates here Today, the change makers in our communities, you all have an important job to do. I feel like I need to look at you when I say this. Can I take the mic off? You have an important job to do, and after spending years of learning with you, I know in my heart that you are going to move forward with humility as lifelong learners. You will move forward with the courage to use your voice in a positive way, even during difficult conversations. You will move forward with respect. Respect for yourself, for others, and all living things, because that is our Nehel way. You will move forward with your actions and communications being grounded in truth and honesty. You will move forward sharing your knowledge, because we know that sharing knowledge lights up the world around us. And lastly, you will move forward with love. Love for what you do and who you do it for, because love is Creator's #1 law, and true leaders lead with love. When times get hard on your journeys, once you leave here, always remember your why, because your core purpose in mind is our ultimate guiding light. When you anchor your actions to your fundamental reason for being, you ensure every step forward is meaningful, focused, and resilient against challenges. Congratulations, class of 2026. I'm not done yet. So coming into this school is really special to me. My mom was a residential school survivor, and so I am, like everybody else in this room, familiar with intergenerational trauma. I come from childhood trauma, addictions, domestic abuse, and I was carrying on that negative cycle. And I need to acknowledge my son, because without my son, I wouldn't have went to school, I wouldn't have changed my life. One day I held him in my arms and realized that I didn't want to raise my son the way I was raised. If I didn't have my son, I wouldn't have worked hard and I wouldn't have become a cycle breaker. And it's hard work. Healing is a lifelong journey, and it's constant, continuous work that does not end here on this stage. Overcoming obstacles, I know a lot of my fellow students can relate, because I remember one student was in labor while doing an online presentation. I remember one student was in class when she had just lost her husband the week before. So when I talk about challenges and obstacles, you can all relate. And I had the honor of sitting and listening to Mallory with Indigenous Box in one of our classes, and she said something that really resonated with me. She said, as Indigenous people, we are a grieving people. We live in a constant state of grief, but we can't stay there. We have learned to move forward with grief. We all have a story, and we must respect and honor each other's stories. After all, we're all just walking each other home. I have no regrets of my past. Good or bad experiences have shaped me to be who I am today. We constantly speak about intergenerational trauma, and we know that our ancestors taught us how to survive, and our humor taught us how to thrive. I know I can still hear our big auntie laughs down the hall here at UnBQ, right, Ange and Mel? And the history of this place is dark, but we stand here today in this very place that was built to destroy us, with education as a tool of destruction. Now, we use that same very tool to speak our truth, to break cycles, and for our own reconciliation. Because we don't only speak about intergenerational trauma. Intergenerational trauma isn't the only thing that is carried on in our blood memory, but also intergenerational resilience, intergenerational strength, and knowledge. And with that, I'd like to conclude with a message to all you Indigenous Nehewak cycle breakers, change makers, and to those that are on their educational journeys. My message to you is this: you are the answer to the prayers of our ancestors, and you are the trailblazers for generations yet to follow. Your certificate, diploma, or degree represents far more than an academic achievement. It is a symbol of strength, determination, purpose, and unbroken resilience. A lot of us shed a lot of tears over the years, but every single tear was worth it. And no matter how educated you are as Nehewak, we are still going to move forward, fixing things with duct tape and ceremony. Hai hai nanaskum tin sagetoin.
Winakama, hi, so much, Rayanne. That was great words that you spoke. Lifelong learning. We actually never stopped going to school. I'm going to call upon Kendrick Rain to also give the student address.
Danse, all my relations, thank you for coming out today, and I thank everybody that made it and came to attendance today. I thank the people that lifted the pipe today. I thank all of us that have showed up and continue to show up for each of us. Rayanne took most of my speech, so there's really nothing that I can say. So going forward, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody, especially my wife, my loving children. Without them, I wouldn't be here today standing on the stage. To my sister Erilyn Carmarain in the corner over there in the pink dress. You look so beautiful today, and I'm so happy to have you here today. And to my uncle Waylon in the other far corner over here. A lot of my mentors that helped me to push me to where I am today. As said from Rayanne, we've definitely gone through a lot of different traumas in our lives and how we've been approaching things and how we don't address things. But at University of Blue Quills, I was reminded that I am no different than the pipe that is lifted today. That I also come back as the wooden stem, as the pipe that carries the tobacco, as the fire that lights the tobacco, and as the smoke that is inhaled and sent back to Kisei Mantu. I thank all of the teachings that I've got from everyone that I've met in this program. I would not have my degree today without each of you. I would not have the opportunity to stand here today to be able to speak the way I do, to be able to move and create and take down barriers that are afflicting our people. I'll continue to do the great work of bringing back better answers to our communities and reminding our communities that we've always had the answers, that we've always had resiliency in our communities. We've always had the answers that we seek from institutions like these. I was taught in Blue Quills that I'm just human. And there's a lot of issues that are heavier than we'll ever be, bigger than we'll ever be. But when I look at the plants here, that are lined up here, that's the proof and testament today. The roots that continue to grow, the trees that continue to hear what we say, the languages that we speak, how collective that we truly are, how collective based that we truly live. I didn't know how to write a speech today. I didn't know how to approach it. I had nothing prepared. And I found that you'll find yourself in those situations a lot of the times, is that you'll never be prepared for things. But so long as you start, and that's my message to the students here today and to everybody who supports their students and loved ones. Start. Put one foot in front of the other. And at some point too, you'll realize that it wasn't that hard to begin with. I wanted to close today, and just a little bit about myself. Danse Kendrick Rain Nitsiga Son, Kita Damskatana Wow, Samson Cremation Utsinia, Eguamaka Kinokamas. For the past 21 years, I dedicate everything that I do to Negawi Pan, and everything that I'm sure that she's proud of everything that I'm doing today. I dedicate everything to all of my loved ones, all of the students here today too. Although, and I've heard this before too, and I've gotten this before, oh, it's just Blue Quills. Oh, it's just a Blue Quills degree. No, it's not. This is history in the making. We took back this school. We have the power to do these things in our own way and how we understand our ways of understanding and being and knowing as Nahiawak, and we'll continue to do that. And long after the takeover, we're still here today. And it's not just a piece of paper. It's opening doors generationally, giving that to the next students, to the next people in line. My only hope is that my daughter here today, Roslyn, Emmeline, Trache, Rain, continues that good work, and to continue to come back here and to hold our knowledge high, proudly. I'll close with a prayer today that I learned from the Nehiawewin program. Kake Simoin, Ahau, Kake Sewatisyan, Kise Mantu, Kinanaskumtin, Asaimina, Kota Kisakao, Imiyak. Yasinamoin wase mamtunaitsakan mian kiskeya tamuin mian nahiawewin mian kisewatiswin mian sakituin mian manatiswin mian nanaskumwin sawayim nitawasim sinanak niwakamwakananak ekwa kakio kutakak aisinawak ota aski wawi anki Kaki tamakis. Hi, hi.
Ahawi Nakaman Taiton. Thank you, Kendrick, for those words. And yes, it's not just Blue Quills. I remember one of our cohort sisters talking about how she went to a conference on the East Coast, and they said, where do you get the best education? Where can you get a rounded knowledge of Indigenous ways of knowing and ceremony? And that person, you know what that person replied? They're not even from here. He said, go to Blue Quills. Go to Blue Quills. Tapwe. We have 56 years here of legacy, and we're going to continue to do that for as long as we can. All right, moving on in the program. Graduate and awards presentations. Bear with me while I move the microphone. We're going to start off with the community environmental monitoring. And as they come up, they'll greet our elder, our board member, our senator, and our president. And I'll try and move out of the way here a little bit. So this community environmental monitoring is a certificate from the TCETSA. I don't know what the acronym is, but I'm pretty sure it's the Community Environmental Monitoring Program, and also through UnBQ. Starting off, Corey Ronald Twin. He asked what I should do. I was going to give him the mic to sing. Danielle Annette Cote. Hayden Isaiah Rose Bruno. J. Casey DeLorme. Lavada Paul Memnook. Sequoia Isqui Sis Weasel Hit Kihuan. I love it when they have those Nihio names. Yeah, sin. Stephen Ryan Lajmadir. Stephen is receiving the Community Environmental Monitoring Technician Certificate Program Award as well. Another round of applause for that. Taylor James Hunter. Trent Edward Campo. And Linda Rose Janvier. Don't forget to get your pictures taken. Don't rush off the stage. Take a little Polaroid while you're up here, because you're only going to do this maybe once. To the we missed one, Michael Robert Kelly, but I don't think he's here today. No, not here today. Okay, and also Mariah, Christina, Palin Russell was not able to be here for the Dene Sutineo. Moving on to the Nihioi win. Jody Marie Whiskey Jack. And she got those Ray-Bans, so you know they're expensive, so she's got to wear them. Marianne Stephanie Shirt. Others recognized in the program: Jean Lipini, Lorna Emily Martin, Thomas Garrett Sanderson, and Vince Lloyd Obashan, who was going to receive the Nihioan Language Certificate Program. So that is the Nihioan first year language program. Moving on to the Early Childhood Educator Level 2 Certificate. Destiny Ray Callio. Dana Reese Badger, who unfortunately is not here. Danny Helen Jackson, also not here. Nope. And Frances Diane King, who is also receiving the Early Learning Childhood Level 2 Program Award. So another round of applause. Jenna Rachel Kovac. Kira Ashley Jackson. Lisa Dawn Hunter Large. Don't forget to get your Polaroid while you're up here, because like I said, you might not have another opportunity. Megan Pearl Johnston Monias, who could not be here today. Naomi Sophia Cutknife, who also could not be here. Kayla Lynn Mitswing. Pardon me if I misenunciate words sometimes. She couldn't be here. Sky Corina Aluk. Stephanie Margaret Hunter. Moving on to the Machitatan. Let's start entrance program. Completing a certificate of completion. Alexi Marie Large. Next one cannot be here. Doreen Debbie Cardinal. Round of applause. Jenica Marilee Shirt. Kaylee Dawn Berlin. Next one also cannot be with us, Rachelle Beatrice Jackson. Yeah, round of applause, yeah. September Midnight Storm Dubois. September will also be receiving Machitatan Entrance Program Award. And she probably likes that song, September. Do you remember? The addictions counselor, unfortunately not here with us, Bonnie Monica Breton. But moving on to the Dene Sutini Language Certificate and Dene Sutini Language Diploma, Christopher Dwayne Piper will be also receiving the Dene Language Diploma Program Award. Donna Marie Scanny. Gail Muskego. Nadia Dawn Scanny White. And she said, make sure you say white because my dad will get mad. Noella Gloria Amab. Susan Monica Evans. Really proud that there's more Dene Sutini language taking the program. Be awesome. Moving on, the last one, Violet M. Janvi. Moving on in the program, the Nihiyowiwan Language Diploma recipients. Cree Berland. Dallas Colton Cardinal. Hey. Tagaksi, wow. Here she is. You need an introduction? Maybe not, eh? Karen Faye Lapini. Karen will also be receiving a Nihiyowian Language Diploma Award, so another round of applause for her. Mallory Francis Cardinal. Nadine Blair Benson. Peggy Agnes Berlin. Missing today is Roger Ross Ribbonleg. Sounding Sky Almighty Voice Pasquayak. Oh, beautiful name, beautiful name. And she concludes our Nihiyowiwan Language Diploma Awards recipients. Moving on to the Early Childhood Educator Level 3 Diploma, offered through UnBQ, University of Halotini Theots and Stummy Magana Blue Quills. The first recipient is Andy Renee Taylor. Not here today. Anaya Tia Smith. Charity Lynn Aluk. Not here today. Jerry McLean. Kara Lee Melanie Labakan. Corey Mary Eva Steinhauer. Taylor Sandra Bigchild. Taylor will also be receiving the Early Childhood Educator Level 3 Program Awards. Another round of applause. Tessie Rayanne Scanny. Big crowd out there for Tessie. Tiana Megan Sparkling Eyes. Yarrow T. Cardinal. And she's our last recipient for the Early Childhood Educator Level 3 Diploma. Moving on to the Leadership Certificate in Management Diploma. There's one recipient, one student. Angel Jane Whiskajack. Oh, big crowd for Angel. She'll also be receiving the Leadership and Management Certificate Program Award. Jamie Alexis Gadwa. Two programs in Zuma, they got their biggest applause. Sandbach Waste. Moving on to the Social Work Diploma. Alicia Megan Zabsowski. Patricia Toby Grandbois. Bethany Ray Cardinal. Next recipient could not be here today, Kaja Lee Sky Large. Kara Page Sanvi. Carlene Janine Cardinal. Don't forget our senators and our board member. Atamskagi, while you're up here. Charity Rayleigh Bull. Wayne Jackson. Kidding. Cindy J. Hunter. Kaylin Quinn Wasp Collin. Okay, not here today, Cree Lynn Steinhauer. Kristen Jenna Marie Knight. Lilia Tessa Morgan Scanny. Mason Alexander Canny. Nicole Arlene Mackay. Nicole is also receiving the Diploma of Social Work Year 2 Program Awards. So another round of applause. Her government name, she asks, Tricia Lynette Wade. So apparently they're going the other way around this time. They'll be greeting the program lead and then the board member, senator, and then our president. I remember this fellow when I taught at Muskego, Chance Calvin Sharphead. And again, this is our cohort from Muskego Enoch. Christian Aaron Folds. Cree Ashley Galaju. Jolene Rose Morin. Kaylee Grace Osborne. Not here. Kiera Marie Andrew. Lee Michael Ward. Mark Christian Morin. This next lady texts me a few times, but I don't see her here today. Mercedes Katerina Morin. Monica Denise Montendon. Not here today as well. Oh, I love this next name. Beeson Bay Sea Squeal Yellow Bird. And closing out the social work diploma program, I also don't see her here, Tyra Lee Marie Morin. That concludes our social work diploma recipients. Moving on to the Bachelor of Arts in Nihioian degree program. I don't see her here today, but April Donica Kitchigunaham. Not here today. Jerry Lee Rose Half. And Jerry Lee is receiving the Bachelor of Arts in Nihiyoan Language Program Awards. Another round of applause. Joanne Elsie Wood. I've had the pleasure of teaching this cohort, so I'm familiar with everybody in this program right now. Joshua Leland Clay Wiskajak. I ran out of breath just saying his name. Not just receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Nihon, but also the diploma from last year, Laura Lee Wood. Olivia Dawn Broad. As I was coming from Goodfish today, I had to pick up a hitchhiker. This is her. Sandra Ruby Lute. Tara Dawn Worm. And that concludes our Bachelor of Arts in Nihiyoiwan. Moving on to the one person in the Bachelor of General Studies degree program offered through the Athabasca University. They'll call me once in a while, we'll talk, and we'll Nihio, he's a good Nihio speaker. Sheldon S. Cardinal. Moving on to the Indigenous Bachelor of Social Work degree program offered through UnBQ, Ashlyn Riley Moya. Carmen Jolene McGilvery. Chantel Louise Quinney. Charlie Maureen Kelly. Cheryl Benita Bull. Jessica Marie Burkett. Cassandra Lee Ann Margaret McKay. Kenneth Lance Aluk. Kristen Genevieve Singer. Lori Mae Johnson. Loretta Eileen St. Arnold. Savannah Renee Mahi. Terry Pipe. Tyra Chelsea John. Tyra is also receiving the Indigenous Bachelor of Social Work Year 4 Program Awards. Another round of applause. Moving on to Leadership and Management degree offered through UnBQ. Andrea Mary Steinhauer. Kendrick Tyrell Rain. Kendrick is also receiving a Leadership and Management Diploma Program Award. So another round of applause. Melrose Anna Rue. Rianne Natty Blood. And Rianne is receiving a Leadership and Management Degree Program Award as well, so another round of applause. And last on our degree program for Management Diploma and Leadership, Shannon Brereton. And to receive the award on her behalf is Ross Krakowski. Moving on to the master's programs here, the Indigenous Master of Social Work degree offered through UnBQ, Yvonne Johnson. Moving on to the Master of Indigenous Languages degree program offered through UnBQ, Barbara Ann Nasigapu. Nasigapu. Good Nihio name. I wish I knew what it was meant. Maybe my elders have to tell me what that means. Or maybe she does. Lisa Marie Sacabo. Patricia Ann Vanier. Patricia is also receiving the Master of Indigenous Languages Program Award. And Ann Blauer, Corinne Jackson, Nina Lapatak, thank you for your help behind here. That concludes the graduation and awards presentation. We're not done yet. Okay, all right. So going out to the Indigenous Master of Governance Program Award, Audrey LaRock Wolf. Oh, there she is. She's coming. Her plane just came in from, it's landed over here, so a little late. Kayla, that's Kayla, not. Diploma of Social Work Year 1 Program Award, Caitlin McLeod. Not here today. The Indigenous Bachelor of Social Work Year 3 Program Award, Desiree Nolan. Not in the house. The Indigenous Bachelor of Social Work Program Award, Kimberly Patra. Kimberly Patra. She's not here today either, apparently. Also for the Indigenous Master of Social Work Program Award, Colleen Anderson. Indigenous Teacher Education Program Award, Dorothy Voyager. Moyotayo. Okay, not here. Indigenous Master of Education Program Award. Hey, I know this guy. Elliot Bessie. I don't think I seen him here. I don't think I saw him here today. The Community Environmental Monitoring Technician Diploma Program Award. Oh. Jay Delorme. Jay Delorme, there she is. There she is. Someone just about stole her stole. She had to go back and retrieve it. No problem. This is a once in a lifetime thing, so no need to rush.
I'd like to call the recipients of the Mike Steinhauer Memorial Award to the stage. Andrea Steinhauer and Christopher Piper. This award was started by the family after the passing of Mike Steinhauer, who was the first executive director at Blue Quills. And so he made this start. He got us rolling. He came back years later as the elder in residence, and he helped support ceremony again at Blue Quills. The teaching of ceremony, the inclusion of ceremony and ceremonial knowledge in our language, in our programs, in all of our programs. And so to honor him and the work that he did for so many years here at Blue Quills, we like to acknowledge the students who are not only academic achievers, but are also very committed to ceremony in their lives and at Blue Quills. So we ask you to come forward. Not over the edge, just right there. And so in addition, to a cash award, they also receive a blanket to acknowledge their achievements. I know it's a little warm for a blanket right now, but it's important to acknowledge the leadership that led to this, as well as the people who are receiving these and the commitment that they've made to their education and their ceremonial journey. So this is honoring the journey. Congratulations.
All right, we're going to do the honor song. We're not done yet. And we're going to retire the flags. So please, flag bearers, get your nation flags. The Wapahan, I think, is also going to be retired. So Sis Carl will carry that out. And students, we're asking you to follow the flags out into the foyer. Also, TP1 here has a 360 camera. They can take pictures right after we're done the graduation. There's also a drone that'll take a picture from way, way, way high. And also one in the cafeteria as well, on the southeast section of the cafeteria. And lunch, you buy your own. No, just kidding. We have lunch afterwards, so don't go away. Bag lunch, apparently. Again, great day. That was actually a beautiful way to end the ceremony with singing of a song. So another round of applause for our graduates. Woo! awesome. Good to be back.
We miss you.
I miss it here. Travel just getting to me. And the roads are just crap this year. Just totally crap. Even worse. Thank you so much again. That concludes our 2026 graduation, convocation, farewell. Best wishes to the graduates. Come back to our communities, come back to our people, make us proud, make us a healthy, make us a stronger nation. Iksamaga, miwiti ni wapn tagok, igwa miwiti ni wapn mignista.